Welcome to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the sands of time, uncovering the secrets of civilizations past. Today, we find ourselves at the threshold of a fascinating tale, one that whispers of golden treasures, majestic architecture, and a people who defied the harsh Sahara Desert to build a city of wonder, Ancient Timbuktu. It was amidst this unforgiving yet majestic landscape that the seeds of Ancient Timbuktu were sown long before the city itself rose to prominence. Our story starts over 1,000 years ago with the Berber tribes who roamed the Sahara's northern reaches. These nomadic people, skilled in the arts of trade and navigation, traversed the desert with ease, their caravans weaving between oases like celestial bodies orbiting the sun. Among these tribes, one group would eventually play a pivotal role in the genesis of Ancient Timbuktu, the Tuareg. The Tuareg, with their distinctive indigo veils and mastery over the desert's harsh conditions, were not only formidable traders but also fierce warriors. Their influence stretched far beyond the Sahara, with trade routes that connected them to the distant lands of Europe, Asia, and other parts of Africa. As the centuries unfolded, another crucial element in the tale of Ancient Timbuktu began to take shape: the spread of Islam across North Africa. Starting from the 7th century, Islamic traders and scholars brought not only their faith but also knowledge, literature, and a deep appreciation for learning to the Sahara's oases. This influx of intellectual and spiritual fervor would later become a cornerstone of Ancient Timbuktu's identity, transforming it into a beacon of Islamic scholarship and a melting pot of cultures. The Niger River, with its life-giving waters, had long attracted settlers to its banks. It was here, at the crossroads of the desert and the river, that the foundations of Ancient Timbuktu were laid. Initially, it was a small, unassuming settlement, a mere stopover for traders. Yet, within its humble beginnings lay the potential for something greater. A city that would one day rival the great centers of learning and commerce in the Islamic world. As the small settlement on the Niger River's banks began to flourish, its strategic location at the crossroads of the desert and the river made it an attractive hub for traders and scholars alike. By the 12th century, Ancient Timbuktu had started to take shape as a significant center of commerce and learning, with merchants from all over the Islamic world flocking to its markets to exchange goods such as salt, gold, and ivory. The city's famous Jinga River Mosque, built in 1327 by the Sultan of Mali, Kankan Musa I, stood as a testament to the wealth and influence that had begun to accumulate in this once humble settlement. One of the most significant events in Ancient Timbuktu's history occurred in 1324, when Mansa Musa I, the ruler of the Mali Empire, returned from his pilgrimage to Mecca. His extravagant procession, which included thousands of followers, camels laden with gold, and even a retinue of royal slaves, brought unprecedented attention and wealth to the city. As the story goes, during his stop in Cairo, Mansa Musa's generous distribution of gold caused a significant increase in the money supply, leading to inflation that took years for the local economy to recover from. This event not only showcased the vast riches of the Mali Empire, but also highlighted Ancient Timbuktu's position as a crucial node in the global network of trade and cultural exchange. The 14th century saw the rise of the University of Sankore, one of the most prestigious institutions of higher learning in the Islamic world. Attracting scholars from as far away as Spain and Persia, the university became a beacon for intellectual inquiry and Islamic scholarship. Its libraries, filled with manuscripts on subjects ranging from astronomy to jurisprudence, were renowned for their vast collections, which included works by famous scholars such as Ibn Sina and Ibn Rushdi. The university's emphasis on the study of Islamic law, theology, and the sciences helped establish Ancient Timbuktu as a center of intellectual and spiritual ferment, where some of the most brilliant minds of the age came to engage in lively debates and discussions. In 1468, the city was conquered by the Songhai Empire under the leadership of Sunni Ali Ber, marking the beginning of a new era in Ancient Timbuktu's history. Under Songhai rule, the city continued to thrive as a center of trade and learning, with the empire's extensive network of trade routes and its powerful military ensuring the city's prosperity and security. The Askia dynasty, which ruled the Songhai Empire from 1493 to 1591, was particularly notable for its patronage of Islamic scholarship and its promotion of the arts and architecture. During this period, many of ancient Timbuktu's most famous landmarks, including the city Yahya Mosque and the Maduhu Palace, were built or renovated, reflecting the city's status as a vibrant cultural and intellectual hub. The arrival of European explorers in the 16th century brought new challenges and opportunities to ancient Timbuktu. In 1526, the Portuguese explorer Paulo Dias de Novaes visited the city, marking one of the earliest recorded encounters between Europeans and the inhabitants of ancient Timbuktu. As trade with Europe increased, the city became an important hub for the trans-Saharan slave trade, with thousands of enslaved Africans being transported across the desert to European markets. This dark chapter in ancient Timbuktu's history would have far-reaching consequences, shaping the city's relationship with the wider world and contributing to its eventual decline. As the trans-Saharan slave trade continued to shape ancient Timbuktu's relationship with Europe, the city's fortunes began to decline. The Moroccan invasion of 1591, led by Juder Pasha, marked a significant turning point in the city's history. The Moroccans, who had been seeking to expand their empire into West Africa, captured ancient Timbuktu and imposed their own system of government, which undermined the city's traditional institutions and trading networks. The once great University of Sankore, which had been a beacon of intellectual inquiry and Islamic scholarship, began to decline as many of its scholars fled or were forced to adapt to the new Moroccan rulers. Despite this decline, ancient Timbuktu continued to play an important role in the regional trade, albeit at a reduced level. The city's strategic location, where the Niger River meets the Sahara Desert, ensured that it remained a crucial hub for the exchange of goods, including salt, gold, and ivory. However, the city's influence was no longer felt across the Islamic world, as it had been during its heyday in the 14th and 15th centuries. As the Moroccan Empire itself began to decline, ancient Timbuktu was eventually absorbed into the French colonial empire in the late 19th century. Today, ancient Timbuktu is remembered as a symbol of African cultural and intellectual achievement, a testament to the richness and diversity of the continent's history. The city's legacy can be seen in its stunning architecture, including the Djingariber Mosque and the city Yahya Mosque, which continue to inspire wonder and awe in visitors from around the world. As the Senegalese historian and philosopher Cheikh Anta Diop once said, "The history of Black Africa will remain a closed book as long as the archives of ancient Timbuktu are not systematically explored and interpreted." This sentiment captures the essence of ancient Timbuktu's enduring significance as a city that continues to fascinate and inspire us. Offering a window into a rich and complex past, the city's history serves as a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of human societies and the ways in which trade, culture, and ideas have always flowed across borders and continents. As we look to the future, it is essential that we remember and learn from the past, recognizing the enduring legacy of ancient Timbuktu as a beacon of intellectual curiosity, cultural exchange, and human achievement. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that, to understand the present, we must first understand the past.